What if the modern state of Israel had never come into existence? How would the world look today? Would there be peace in the Middle East? Or would new conflicts take its place? Let's dive into this alternate history, exploring the geopolitical, religious, and human consequences of a world without Israel. The birth of Israel. To imagine a world without Israel, we must first understand how it came to be. After centuries of Jewish diaspora, the Zionist movement gained momentum in the late 1800s. Following World War I, Britain took control of Palestine under a League of Nations mandate. In 1947, the United Nations proposed a partition, a Jewish state and an Arab state. But in 1948, Israel declared independence, leading to a war with neighbouring Arab countries and the beginning of a complex, ongoing conflict. Over 700,000 Palestinians were displaced, an event they call the Nakba, or catastrophe. Alternate scenario: no Israel. Now imagine the UN plan is rejected, or political forces prevent the creation of Israel in 1948. In this scenario, Palestine remains a unified territory, either as a single Arab majority state or under continued British control until a different solution emerges. Immediate impact on the Middle East. Without the creation of Israel, there is no 1948 Arab-Israeli war. Neighbouring Arab countries such as Egypt, Jordan, Syria and Iraq do not mobilise against a new Jewish state. Thousands of Jewish refugees fleeing the Holocaust may remain in Europe, so move to the US or migrate elsewhere. Palestinian Arabs likely gain independence, possibly forming a unified Palestinian state by the 1950s or 60s. But would peace have lasted? Would there be peace? Not necessarily. The Middle East had many other tensions. Arab monarchies, various revolutionary governments, Cold War rivalries, ethnic divisions like Kurds, Shia versus Sunni, etc. Conflict might still arise, but the specific Arab-Israeli wars, 1948, 1967, 1973, would not occur. Palestinians might have lived without occupation, but also without the global attention their cause later received because of Israel's existence. Impact on global politics. Israel has been a key ally of the United States and a central player in Cold War geopolitics. Without Israel, the US might not have such strong influence in the region. Soviet alliances with Arab regimes could have expanded. Middle East oil politics would still dominate, but the power balance would shift. American and European foreign policies in the Middle East would be drastically different. Jewish diaspora without Israel. One of the most profound changes would be in the Jewish diaspora. Without Israel, Jewish communities around the world might remain more integrated in their host nations, but the trauma of the Holocaust might linger even more deeply without a perceived safe homeland. Would anti-Semitism rise or fall without Israel as a focal point? The Palestinian reality. In this alternate world, Palestinians may have had a chance to build their own state without occupation or displacement, but that depends on internal unity, governance, and avoiding external interference. Would Palestine become a stable democracy, a monarchy, or fall into civil war? The tragic irony is that even in the real world, Palestinians still do not have a fully recognized independent state. Technology, innovation, and culture. Israel today is known for its high-tech industry, medical advances, and military innovation. Without it, the Middle East might have less technological development. However, regional powers like Iran, Turkey, and Egypt may step into that gap. Also, cultural influence, from Israeli cinema to global Jewish identity, would look very different. Final thoughts. So, what if Israel had never existed? The world may have been more peaceful in some ways, with no displacement of Palestinians, fewer wars, and less terrorism sparked by resentment. But that doesn't mean all conflict would vanish. New rivalries might emerge. New injustices might take shape. In history, removing one event doesn't erase complexity. It just reshapes it. History is not just about what happened, but what could have happened. What do you think? Would the world be better or worse without the creation of Israel? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to The Real History for more deep dives into the past that could have been.